You're watching McKinney Vision, online, on air.
Hello, I'm Carl Schuckman along with Mayor Brian Lockmiller, and welcome to this edition of McKinney's Mayor's Minute. We are right in the middle of Bloomin and Boomin, and we got 4th of July coming up, so we got a lot of events happening right now, don't we?
Yeah, we do. There's events pretty much every weekend, and we've had several events during the evenings. And it'll culminate with the 4th of July fireworks celebration out at Craig Ranch, and of course we'll have a parade downtown to get everybody to come downtown and on a Saturday afternoon parade, so that'll be nice, or Saturday morning.
This is always, it just kind of reminds me of a small town, and yet we're still growing as much as we ever have, but it's really a chance to get the kids out and really enjoy the small town atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's really the main focus, because we are growing and we are becoming a city, and I think people like the fact that we're still doing these things that you would typically see in a town of 10 or 15,000. And so, not every circumstance is perfect. Parades are what they are, what you make of them, but it's still fun that we do it.
And as far as the growth is concerned, we had Traxxas that has really broken ground on a very unique building, and there's a lot of employment that's going to be there.
Yeah, Traxxas will be one of our first corporate relocations in McKinney. They broke ground on June the 13th. They will have about 200,000 square feet under roof, and they're slated to hire, right now they have about 100 employees. My understanding is they'll get to about 200 employees, most of them in engineering in that type of related fields.
Do you think that kind of shows that the economy's trying to cough and sputter and trying to get going now?
Yeah, I think, the thing about McKinney, and of course the thing that I've said for 2 years now is, you have to be patient, because a lot of these deals that you will see come to fruition, like with Traxxas now breaking ground, and things that you'll see, I think, over the next 12 to 18 months are actually projects that we've been working on for well over 2 years. And it's just a matter of I think the economy is proven. We are seeing a lot of economic development prospects coming into McKinney right now, a lot of companies interested in McKinney. And I think that will continue as we see our infrastructure improve. And
you were mentioning also that the convention and a hotel situation might be starting to getting a little momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect example. We hear a lot of people talking about, well, when are you going to do something? When will we see something happening at that site? Well, the reality is, going back to December of last year, we settled all the litigation. We got control of the site. And since that time, we've spent a lot of time evaluating different developers, evaluating how the project should move forward, not should it move forward, but how it will move forward, and how does it work in conjunction with other things that might happen on that site. So those things take time. And so where we are right now is we are at that point where we've received submittals from a number of different developers. The city manager is evaluating those. He will be bringing a recommendation to us at our June 27th work session as far as how we're moving forward in terms of negotiating, because obviously we might be talking to 2 or 3 different groups. And then from there, we'll select somebody, and hopefully by the fall, we'll be back where you'll see actually dirt turning.
And that's something that a lot of folks don't understand, that the decisions that you make are decisions that are going to be written down in stone and mortar, and these are very vital decisions. You can't change your mind once you start construction.
That's right, because there's a bid process you go through, there's a contract process you go through. You have to get it all down on paper. You have to know what the money is. You have to know how much is it private equity, how much is the city participating. So there's a lot of elements to that, and it's like that on every project. So when a company comes into McKinney and they say, I'm really interested in being McKinney. We have several companies right now that we're talking to. It's not just a matter of, well, where are you going to be? It's also a matter of, well, are there incentives involved? How long will it take the project to get on the ground? What's the permitting process? So there's a number of things that have to be worked out. So from the time that we first talk to a company to the time that we get to completion of knowing that they're going to be here, it might be 6 to 12 months.
Well, and that one too, that one's our southern gateway. I mean,
Right.
anybody's coming north on 75, that's the signature spot for McKinney.
Absolutely right. That's the gateway to our city, and we want to make sure that whatever development occurs there, that it will be of high quality and will give McKinney the image that we're wanting McKinney to have.
And finally, I understand that you're not really going to be riding the bikes very much here lately.
No, I'm still recovering from my accident, and I don't think we're going to have the Mayor's Challenge race next year because of it seems to be an injury-prone event. But I'm getting better every day.
Well, I think that'll about do it for this edition of McKinney's Mayor's Minute. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.